Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
You are not Chris.
Nope.
You
not this week.
Yeah. Are you ever Chris? Sometimes. Guys, welcome back. It looks a little different tonight because our good friend Social Morgan, you may see her little Bitmoji on most of our episodes, helps out with our social media. She's filling in for Chris because Chris is on the road again.
Yep. Chris had to get away.
Yeah. So let's see. Oh, look, I made banners.
Yay!
It's exciting.
It is. It's
for
cute.
me. Yeah. Yeah. So this is your first live.
It is.
Right. You've been in the other room though when we've been.
Yeah, and we've watched it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess the first thing is, what are you drinking?
I am drinking Brickway Distillery whiskey.
Nice.
It's nice.
That's the I think Jared brought this bottle down. It's a Scotchy taste, right?
Yeah, it does have a nice little Scotch taste and a little sweetness to it. Okay. I like it quite a bit.
It's been a while since I've had this. I remember so I'm not a super big fan of big, sweet, smooth scotches.
Right.
So I remember thinking it's okay. But also when something, I think this is out of Texas, maybe.
No, I didn't look at that.
Nope, that does not look like Texas. That looks like, okay. Name that state shape. We think we're not sure where it's from.
It says it's inspired by Omaha's rich legacy of distilled spirits. So we're going to go with Nebraska.
Okay, all right. Well, it's a westerny looking bottle. I was expected to be punchier, and it's not.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Whatever. I'm drinking.
What are you drinking?
Yes. Drinking Senor Rio Blanco. So this was a very not sure that it was a big we situation. Mostly it was me. I got to interview Debbie, who runs Senor Rio Tequila.
Okay.
Chris made it in for the very last part of the interview. I thought I was going to get a sneak away, just taste it all myself, but he had some. Wow. Yeah. So anyway, I think Chris is going to join us here in a little bit. He's in Knoxville, right?
Yeah, Knoxville.
Yeah. Okay. So, anything new in your week that's super exciting?
Nothing super exciting.
No.
Been getting in a lot of fitness. Been, just.
Yeah, I went down to Bennett Springs last time I saw you.
We went hiking on Saturday.
Yeah.
Had a nice we did the tunnel trail.
Mm-hmm.
It's a grueling 8 miles, just, up and down hills. It's really good for a cardio workout.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really pretty too. Missouri's beautiful. So.
Yeah, especially this time of year.
Yeah.
Before the ticks get out.
Yes.
So always good.
Always chickers and bugs.
Yeah. Guys, let us know what you're drinking tonight. If you're drinking anything at all, even if it's water, I want to know. Is it tap water? Is it distilled? Did we boil this stuff?
Water's good and good for you.
Yeah, it is.
So
speaking of water, I have some now. I have water now. My well broke and I had no water for a day or so.
That was a rough situation.
It was fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
A little angry about it, but it's one of those life things. So
it is.
So
life gets in the way of a good time. Every time.
It does. Tyler's drinking a Moscow Mule. All right, bud. Nice.
That's good.
I had two things the other night. Two cocktails that I thought were interesting and not my norm. So, one of them was I went to a bar in Springfield yesterday morning and got a Bloody Maria.
Oh, yum.
And then had to explain to them what a Bloody Maria was.
The Bloody Maria is made with tequila, right? Not vodka.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Only
those are so good.
Absolutely delicious.
I had a couple Bloody Marys yesterday too.
Yeah? Nice.
Yeah.
They're good pick-me-up.
They are. They're a perfect Sunday morning drink.
And the reason I needed to pick-me-up was because Saturday evening I discovered, after several whiskeys straight, I discovered White Russians made with bourbon instead of vodka.
Okay.
And it's delicious.
I'd be willing to try that.
Yeah. it keeps going back to why would anyone drink vodka for me? Because every time I put bourbon in something, I'm like, oh, this made this vodka drink a lot better. Yeah.
That's fair enough. But sometimes you just want
clean. Yeah. I think with citrusy stuff, I could see it. More,
like a screwdriver, you're not really replacing.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's fair. Yeah. Yeah. Patrick, what are you drinking? Unopened bottle. Oh. I have this much left in the bottle of Bradshaw that we got for Christmas for that episode.
Oh.
I really liked it a lot more than I thought I would. Wow. And I have nipped at it and nipped at it and nipped at it. So,
Sprite's good.
Sprite's a vodka thing, right?
It is. Well,
vodka Sprite.
Like a cranberry vodka.
Yeah.
Make a little sparkly drink.
Yeah. All right. Yep. All right. Let's see. I think Chris is maybe ready to join us here. I think we got the thumbs up. How's it going, man?
Hey, man. What's up?
Not much. I'm still going to be complaining about my well, even when you're back here.
I heard about that all morning, actually.
Yeah. It was when I talked to you before I had to write the check to get it fixed. So you have no idea how much I'm going to complain about this.
So I had to take my truck over this morning to get that charging problem done. They've already called back and said they figured out what it was. They say it's a shifter, a loose shifter, that because it's a Ford dealership, they just want to replace it. Don't try to fix it, just replace it. So that's going to be $400 for 2 screws.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel your pain, man.
Yeah. So you're in Knoxville?
I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee tonight. Spending most of this week over in the North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee area. I'm heading to Charlotte tomorrow, and I think we'll be in Myrtle Beach somewhere over the next day or so and making a loop back. And should be back by the weekend. Currently, right now, actually working. Yeah, I probably. My buddy Andy's sitting here beside me. He works with us, and he's been down to the studio before. I'll put him on here in a minute. We'll talk about the beer from this place I'm sitting at in Knoxville, which is Elst Brewing. And it was Monday nights. Sometimes it's a little weird trying to catch places open.
Yeah.
So, there's 3 or 4 or 5 of them that was a little bit closer. This one was about 5 miles from our hotel. So he's like, let's do it. There's another one down the road that actually was a little closer, but they had only patio sitting tonight for COVID. And I didn't want to sit outside. So I'm here at Elst. And I think our bartender's name is Charlie. He's going to come over here and talk to us in a little bit if you don't get swamped with people. It's pretty dead right now. He's going to tell us a little about the history. The brewery is about 2 years old.
So is it? I've played in Knoxville a couple times at a radio station down there, and from what I remember, there's it's a fairly big little town, but are you downtown kind of?
It was dark when I got here, and I haven't looked nothing. I drove from a hotel to here. I don't know nothing about it at all.
There's a Main Street area down there. That I'll have to look and see. I'll have to look up and see where this is on the map. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm at, to be honest. So I know I'm getting ready to drink a double IPA. I'm working on a Cherrywood Rye right now and ale. And then working on getting ready to do a double IPA, and they got a black currant sour. Then Andy's got a blackberry sour and blonde sour? Blonde sour, blackberry sour, blonde ale, coffee something or other. So I don't know. I didn't have a chance to really get all the beers memorized yet. I will before I leave.
I was fine with my tequila until you said all that beer, and now I'm in the mood for a beer. So, Rick.
Well, none of the distilleries was open, so I didn't try to go over there, and they're all more or less 20 miles from where I'm sitting, so I didn't really want to try to do that anyways. So,
have you had Maduro brown ale from Cigar City?
I have. Not my favorite. It tastes like every other brown ale I've had.
I was going to say, tell me how it is.
Yeah, I don't. It's fine. If you like brown ales, you'll love it. I'm not a brown ale guy, so. Honestly, Three Blind Mice is still one of my favorite brown ales.
Yeah, no, I think that this kind of stacks up to that a little bit, but in general,
it's fine. It's fine.
So, what are you drinking, Morgan?
I am drinking a hop tea, which is a tea brewed like a craft beer, and it's actually pretty good. Yeah.
I had somebody ask me about that the other day.
Somebody what?
Somebody asked me about that the other day that had seen that on our channel. I'm trying to remember who it was now, and asked me, "Oh, Eric, yeah, another guy that works for me, seen the show and asked about the hop tea, and I had to stop and explain to him what it was." So,
yeah, it's
nice.
Super interesting. 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar. It's
zero
just
sugars.
like drinking a glass of tea that kind of tastes like IPA.
Yeah.
If you like hops, it's not a hoppy like beer, but if you like a hop flavor, and just think there's a tea with hop in it, and it's exactly that.
I'm not really a hop kind of person. I don't like IPAs very much.
Yeah. So, what do you think?
I think this is really good.
Nice.
It's not overpowering.
Yeah.
Like it's not smack you in the face with hops.
Mm-hmm. They've got a ton of different varieties too.
And I'm partial to green tea, so
it's
really good.
That is one of several drinks that is in Chris's basket of favorite things, which are non-alcoholic drinks.
Oh.
Which, by the way, we have a list of some liquors later to go through, and one of them is a non-alcoholic liquor. I found one just for you. Just for you. It's my mission in life now is to find NA liquor and beer for Chris.
Oh.
Look at that face. He's done. All right. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your beer?
I'm going to wait. I'll wait till Charlie's free, and I'll let him come over and talk about it so I don't double up saying something he's going to say. And then if he goes back to work and there's more questions, I'll try to answer.
Gotcha. Okay. So there is a little article that I was going to share here. It's so these are new spirit launches that are coming this month from big brands and little brands. Gave away the ending there. So Grey Goose is coming out with, we were just talking about vodka.
Yes.
A lower ABV flavored vodka, which I think this has to be like a flat alcoholic LaCroix, right?
Yeah.
I could definitely see that.
The only word I liked in that was alcoholic.
No artificial ingredients, no sugar, no carbs.
Very topical.
Ounce and a half is 73 calories. So that's all right. Whatever.
I think you could take like a White Claw, and maybe put a shot of that in it,
beef it up
and make it a
bit.
real drink.
Yeah,
like the two together, make a drink.
Yes. I could. Simmer's coming on. I could see a use for that. What's next on this list? So this is a rum that I have not had. We're getting ready to do our first rum on the show.
Wow, you guys haven't done a rum.
Yeah, 3 years we've done no rum. But our first rum, I haven't talked to Chris about this because he doesn't know it's coming, is a rum from Koa, which we had their Reposado tequila.
Okay. I knew that name.
And it was like stupid cheap for what it was. I mean, we were blown away. So they're sending us a rum and something, I think a gin, maybe rum and a gin, maybe something else.
Wow.
So all that to say, I don't know anything about that. Let's see.
Love a good rum.
Littleton. Irish whiskeys. I've not gotten into Irish whiskeys.
I'm a fan of Irish whiskey.
Yeah, I like Bushmills and I like the big ones. I don't Jameson.
Care for Bushmills. I love Jameson.
See, them's fighting words. I think.
I guess so.
There's a couple Irish whiskeys on this list. However, here's a nice little liqueur coming out made with oats.
Oh. Coffee caramel fudge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's some good stuff there, I think. Although I don't think we've released our Phantom 5 episode, but we did cut it the other night. And as far as I'm concerned, liqueurs.
Those are super interesting. Those are some of the most best mixer that you could put in anything.
Yeah, 15% alcohol, so it's not gonna like messy up on its own.
Right.
But yeah, putting it in, in a soda
And make a
or
cocktail with it.
Yeah.
Delicious.
We actually paired it with a really high-end Blanco tequila.
Okay.
The spiced apple. And
Okay.
it was just, oh man, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Here it is, Chris. Here's your liquor.
Oh, delicious.
Yeah. Do you like Tanqueray in general, Chris?
Okay, so here's the deal. That is one of those gins that's been on my to-do list that I've never actually had. So
Really?
I don't know. I always mean to try it. It's a little expensive compared to the one that I already know I really like, and I just haven't ever took the time to purchase it yet. I will try that.
I think you'd like it. You always drink dirty martinis. I think Tanqueray is a great gin for dirty martinis.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Seagram's gin and Uncle Val is two of my favorite gins. So if it falls in that, and Daredevil's gin, all those are nice and they got a nice dry flavor that lends themselves well to martinis.
Yeah. So that's 0% alcohol.
It's just nothing.
Non-alcoholic. Yeah.
So just the gin flavor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give it a shot, but I'm really partial to gin, and that would just.
There's a lot of non-alcoholic spirits now that are coming out. I think everyone's trying to nail down something that
Find the market.
I like that. Who was it?
Well, let's hope this phase passes.
Well, I like the way that I think it was Ritual, which is a brand of non-alcoholic liqueurs.
I've seen that.
I like the way that they put it, which is to say, there are times in your life when you either can't drink or don't want to drink or shouldn't drink, but you're in a social setting or you want the flavor, whatever it is. And so or you
just want to have a nice drink in your hand.
Yeah. And so their whole thing is that hey, this is just another bottle in your arsenal. Yeah. This gives you an option if you want it.
And of course, if you have somebody over who's not drinking, and
my wife's pregnant.
And
she hasn't been able to drink for 8 months now.
Right.
And it is. She's fine most of the time. She's not a big drinker anyway. But when we go out to dinner
in a
and
social
everyone's
setting,
having a cocktail, she doesn't want a water or a Sprite. She wants a cocktail of something different, unique. Anyway.
Yep.
That's my favorite.
It does have a time and place. I agree with that.
Let's see. This is, I don't know what this one is. I guess
a Hennessy rum.
Yeah, it is right. It's a rum. 75%.
I bet that's really good.
Whoa. Okay.
I would like to try that.
This is the opposite of what we just were talking about.
The spectrum.
Woo. Ouch, that's gonna be hot.
It's blindingly good, possibly.
Yeah. Let's see. I wonder what those solos are. Yeah. Okay.
And I'm partial to these, especially in the summertime when you're on the river or you're just sitting out on the porch.
A good seltzer.
Yes.
Yeah. It's got to be White Claw.
Good flavor.
White Claw's a seltzer, right?
Yeah.
But
I'm fine with White Claw. It's not.
Andy has something to say about those.
Oh, about the seltzers?
No seltzers.
No anti.
We're out. Nope. We're out.
Okay. All right. Fine. Let's see how it is.
Maybe it's a girl thing.
It definitely is.
And we are big fans.
I bet Tyler likes them.
I bet Tyler does like them.
What was what were we giving him such shit about? Was it the Riesling that he was drinking?
That was Patrick.
That's what it was. Sorry, bud. It was totally unfair too, because I love there are some Moscato's that I enjoy, but man, we just ripped into them.
Tyler, I told Andy hi.
Here's an 18-year-old Irish whiskey.
Okay. Okay. In Muscat wine cask.
Yeah. Okay, I could get behind
I'd like
that.
to try that.
Yeah, that would be worth a shot.
So these are all coming out this month. Here's some McClellan with some limited edition bottles, I think, is what it looks like.
I hate the bottle, but That's
Yeah.
everything I don't, especially from McClellan. That's everything I don't expect out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't really need a gimmick, but
It looks like they've partnered with an artist
They
to
don't.
go through some stuff. But all right, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm with you. It's not my cup of tea necessarily. I'd rather have a bottle of McClellan and a painting from who was it? Sir Peter Blake.
Peter Blake.
Yeah. All right, and Bailey's Deliciously Light. Okay, 40% fewer calories. Now, I can get behind this because I love Bailey's, but it is always, it's sometimes it's fine,
lot.
but it's very thick.
Yes.
It's very rich.
Yes.
And I could do with like, what I hope this is like about the consistency of like just a coffee creamer.
Yeah.
Or maybe thinner and still alcoholic.
Not like a milkshake.
Yeah. Which Bailey's.
It looks pretty.
Yes.
From the
Okay.
art, it looks like it's worth a shot.
So there's some new stuff coming out this month. So.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Yeah. That's that's fine.
I think some friends who really like that too.
That's kind of like Rex Goliath, but it's like the standard like house wine of every restaurant, and it's not that bad.
It's fine, honestly. It's fine.
Yeah,
but low end wine, Apothic, best thing to.
Yeah, I
do love Apothic.
But Apothic runs what, roughly 10, 12 bucks now?
8 to 12, yeah.
Okay. Because I know, like, I used to get...
I guess Rex Goliath is a little bit lower, isn't it?
Yeah, I used to be able to get... And sometimes I think you can still pick it up on sale for like $5 a bottle.
Oh.
And if you can find a $5 bottle of wine that you like, all day long.
Get it.
So, all right. Yeah, so that's some stuff you can check out, Chris, this month.
Yeah. So I've got a black currant sour here.
Yum.
Man, is it ever sour. Holy smokes, I just took the first sip of it.
Like,
of course, I did coming off a double IPA that was fantastic. But
all right. So, does this place, like, do they specialize in sours, or is that just a thing?
No, they seem to have kind of all over the place. What I might do here in a second is I might run over and be able to take a picture of their board real quick and post it up. They've got everything, all your traditional standards. Like I said, the few weird ones that I thought stood out was the ryewood ale or cherry ryewood ale, and I had a nice pepper ale up there. It looked pretty nice, but they're out of it, unfortunately.
A pepper ale?
I thought it was pepper or peppermint?
Like little
no, pepper, like Mexican chili pepper. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yum.
So apparently one of the owners, well, I missed part of the story because I was in a hurry to get on here. One of the owners grows peppers for some reason or other, and that was his peppers they made the ale with, and they're waiting on them.
Okay. How was it compared to the Little Lucy from Weston?
Why didn't they have it? I don't know.
So they did. They're out. Okay.
They're out of it. I was badly wanting them. I don't know.
Little Lucy still takes.
Now I tell you what I did just have. Well, I snuck a drink of Andy's, I should say.
Yeah.
Is that what this is? Okay. So this is a coffee blonde ale.
Yeah.
And it's every bit as good as Shafted Double Bean. Every bit. Really good. Actually, a little creamier, which gives it a nice texture.
Does vanilla notes come through?
Oh yeah, it's good, man. It's when you smell it, all you smell is cold coffee.
Okay. Nice.
The good cold brew. I
love coffee blondes. When I first
just a little bit of vanilla and almost puts you in the mind of a butterscotch. Yeah, I think butterscotch. Almost puts you in the mind of a little bit of a butterscotch background. Okay. It's really top notch. I really like that coffee ale.
Have you had many coffee blondes?
The first one I had, I think, was Blue Moon.
Yeah.
And it was really good. I liked it quite a bit.
Not bad. Yeah.
So I love coffee.
I like coffee beer, yes.
But I sometimes, especially in summer,
okay.
Big,
heavy,
thick.
yeah.
If you want to come in and talk, please come here. Hey, Lyle.
Yes.
Hey, Charlie's got a minute over here. If you can let him on full screen. We'll let him talk, and he did just squeeze just this much of that chili pepper out of there. So I'm gonna try.
Nice.
That's the blast on tap. But
Yeah.
we'll move aside. If you want to throw up here, he's going to talk a bit about the brewery and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Hi.
How's it going? Oh, let me switch you out in here. There we go. So tell us about what you're doing up there.
That ain't work.
Oh. What do you want to know?
Well, okay, so you guys are in Knoxville, right?
Yes.
How long you been brewing?
North Knox off of North Central.
Okay. How long you been at this game?
The breweries, let me see. We're open the tap room back in July, year and a half ago. So we've been open for a year and a half in the tap room, and then the brewery was here about 2 years before that.
Okay.
And they've been brewing beer, to my knowledge, for like 10 years before that. So it's been a long road for them to get it going. But they had a lot of recipes in garages and, through each other. So it's fun.
So do you guys, I was hearing that you guys have quite a few sours.
Yeah, we just started kicking some out. We originally started off with like a Citra IPA sour and a blonde sour, and we've been kicking out some fruit ones. We did have a holiday cranberry amber last year.
Yeah.
And currently we have the black currant. It's great. Color is really bright. It's awesome. And then the blackberry amber. And that's kind of our new stuff at the moment.
Awesome. You guys have to do like a separate, I know sours can sometimes like contaminate like tanks and stuff. Do you have like a separate thing, or you just guys go at it and clean the tanks really well?
They are trying to be as properly cleansed as possible.
Yeah.
It's all made in, we have a pilot system that's I think it's a one barrel system.
Okay. Yeah.
They just strictly keep it to that.
Nice. Yeah, it's always interesting to me when I learned how much goes into a sour beer, and then I go to a brewery that has a sour. It's like, man, like that's a leap forward. And then I'm not a huge fan. I like them,
I'm
but
a
like
big fan.
when you talk about like brewing that stuff, it's like that could wreck everything that you've built
Okay,
up.
some breweries won't do them because
it
can contaminate or.
So, what's your favorite beer that you guys do?
I have a few. I have not left this tap room to try other breweries in a good minute.
Nice. Give me your top three.
Top three, we make a double IPA that is just not. It's too easy to drink, and it's 9.5, and you would never know it.
9.5. That's what I wanted to hear. Yeah.
As well as, I'm just an IPA person, but we have a West Coast IPA that. Kills. I've had others, and it's just hard to leave home. But to step outside the IPA, we make a coffee blonde that literally tastes just like cold brew coffee with a little bit of carbonation.
Yeah, Chris was just telling us about that. We're near Schlafly, out of St. Louis, and they make a what's it called? Double bean blonde.
Yeah.
The best one we've had so far, but Chris says that yours is a smidge better. So
I'll send him I'll give him a can so he can send you guys out one and try it out, because it's definitely worth one trying. We work with a local bean roaster.
Okay.
Really, really good friend of ours, Chad Grenner. He's in 10 years, if you've ever heard of him as a band. But he does bean roasting, and he came up with just a good blend to throw into the beer, and it's just awesome every time.
Nice.
That is really cool.
Anything you want to send back, we will definitely do on the show, and I will make Chris not drink it on the way home.
And I will make
I'll give him a couple just in case, to make sure. Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, awesome. Well, I appreciate you sitting down with us and chatting about it, and I hope you down there. It's been a while since I've been down in Knoxville, but
you got to come by. We got a bunch of breweries now. They're popping up left and right. So there's a bunch besides us to try for sure.
Nice.
It's almost as many as Oklahoma City. It's very impressive.
All right. Well, I always enjoyed my stayovers in Knoxville. Such a cool vibe for a city. And
Try to keep it small and big town at the same time.
yeah, it was like a breath of fresh air coming through Nashville because that was not pleasant. But yeah, awesome. Well, very nice to meet you, man.
Very nice to meet you.
Sounds like you guys are doing some killer stuff down there.
Yeah, please come out.
We'll do it. Well,
Okay.
bring
So
some
real quick,
and don't drink it.
think about that. One, this killer Coca-Cola sign above me that they
Nice.
have repainted some repurposed. Nin- 1940s when that sign was originally put up there, 1940-ish. This was originally a distribution center for Coca-Cola, and then they
Wow.
repainted it on the wall. So that's the original sign. Just
Okay.
Wow.
I've got a road trip planned. So
Okay.
we
we start in Oklahoma City, we end in Knoxville.
yeah, we can do that, but we got to stop. If we're going on Coke stuff, we got to stop by Dry Grounds Brewery in Paducah.
Okay.
They run their brewery out of an old Coca-Cola bottling plant.
That is so neat.
I was up by Paducah at some point. Okay, so a couple things here real quick.
Yes.
It's black currant, nice and sour, but Andy gave me a sip of his blackberry a while ago. That is a phenomenal blackberry sour.
Mm-hmm.
All that being said, that little dab of chili pepper ale they give me,
Yes.
that's the hottest damn ale I've ever drank in my life. That stuff just burns your ass off, and I love it. This has got to be one of the best chili pepper ales ever. It's just hot and it just sits on top of your tongue and just burns you, and I love it.
So I got to break for just a second because I didn't realize
Good,
this.
because my flight's empty. I got to get another one.
Right. I didn't realize that it's March. Man, I'm pouring some. Every time I think I'm pouring Jared pours tonight.
Oh,
It's March already. It's Women's History Month.
It is.
So I'm drinking Señorito Blanco, which is owned by Debbie and run by Debbie, who's a fantastic lady, in Samuel Burton Rye, just outside of St. Louis. And I don't have the information to double check this. I believe this is at least distilled by a woman and maybe ran and owned by as well.
That is always so cool too. That's, I mean, it's a standout thing. It's really neat.
Especially in this industry because it is such a male-dominated
It is.
thing of between brewing and distilling and even just like running and owning a place.
my
We
gosh.
love
Hold fast.
Hold Fast and, out of Springfield,
Yep.
and why we love New Glarus. And,
Yeah. They make
Okay.
some beers there too.
Pause. Got two things.
Hang on a second. I've been meaning to pour tastes every glass night. This is my third or fourth glass. I'm not doing terrible, but every time I'm like, I just want a taste of it. Oops, there's 2 ounces. Whoopsie.
Okay. First thing, when you brought up March, this is total. I'm going to derail you for just a second.
Mm-hmm.
One of our local breweries, which is Boattown Brewery,
Oh yeah.
over off I-44, is doing a thing for St. Patrick's Day. And if you guys are into some kind of funky music, Ben Miller is going to be over there. And I'll definitely be there. I don't know if Lyra's going to be there or not. But anyhow, just a quick shout at them if you guys get a chance. Super killer place, good beer, killer band. Now, that being said, Charlie just brought this over to me. It's one of the brand new ones. There we go.
No shit.
That is in a can.
Is that
Okay, I haven't even sipped it yet. This is the prettiest smelling chocolate milkshake beer I've ever smelled. It is absolutely dead on. If you get a McDonald's chocolate shake or one from up by the lake.
That's what's in your glass?
Right now.
Wow.
That's the chocolate milkshake? What style is that? Is it a Saison or
It's freaking milkshake. I cannot explain it any clearer. If you was to drink a milkshake with maybe a little beer in it, that's what I would have in my hand. It is phenomenal.
I expected that to be this color.
Same.
Why is that so blonde? I mean,
It's a milkshake ale.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna read it. Milkshake ale
Mm-hmm.
made with real chocolate, vanilla, wheat, oats, and lactose with low bitterness. Now, I still have that burn in my throat from the chili. I really wish I had this before, but you know how you eat ice cream to cool your mouth? It's still the same. This is a 6.9% beer. Oh man, the nose is absolutely amazing. The nose is like candle worthy. You would love to smell this all day long. The flavoring also is nice and big. It's really chocolate. I know that's weird looking at a beer that clear.
Yeah, that's nuts.
But I'm not lying to you. It is 100% chocolate. You can taste the vanilla coming through there. You got that nice lactose note in there. And here's the thing that I love about it and why I love it so much. It's not thin. This is a nice, chewy beer.
Really?
Nice creamy beer.
That's not something I would expect from that.
Nope. I didn't expect that.
All right. And it's just in its normal CO2. It's not nitroed or anything.
This one is not. They've got a couple nitroed beers over there right now. I can't remember which ones he told me were off the bed, but this one is not. This one, he poured this one right out of this can.
Interesting. You should bring that back.
I think this one and the coffee is two that I think should be brought back. I really wish they had that pepper beer.
Finishing.
The two that Andy's working on.
Well, I mean, because in my experience,
he's out of practice. He's taking his time.
Yeah.
In my experience, chocolate ales so many times are the best when they're nitroed.
Yes.
Because it
I
kind of
disagree with you, but I appreciate your opinion.
Well, I mean, so like
I like them nitroed.
I think that it enhances the chocolate texture. Anything that actually tastes like chocolate that's not nitroed, I'm in on. I want to try it.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
hey, man.
this isn't as chocolatey as, say, the buffalo wing, or what was it called? Flying buffalo. It's not that level of chocolatey. This is a milk chocolate, not a dark chocolate. But,
Gotcha.
if you stick your nose in a McDonald's chocolate shake, this is actually, it's more like a Sonic chocolate malt.
I was going to say, is it more malty than chocolate?
Yeah, more maltage. If you get a chocolate malt from McDonald's or some other place, Sonic or Mr. Ed's or something like that.
Yeah.
That is what this is, but you still have a little beer flavor on the back. It's really,
now
really
you're talking my language.
up how good this beer is. I'm really happy you brought that over here.
I'm a malt guy as opposed to a shake guy anyway.
Same. Big, thick.
Same.
I don't know why they even have chocolate shakes. Just
Agreed.
only chocolate malts. That's all they should have.
It's probably the dang English. They've probably done it.
I also get very weird when people order.
I mean, the French, right? They're always the bad guys.
Not my thing. Not my
Because
thing.
some people like vanilla, just like some people like cheese pizza.
It's never boring.
But cheese pizza is good.
That's fair. If it's a really good cheese pizza, no, you can't have like the crap Domino. Actually, I say Domino's.
I'm going to say Domino's
has
really
gotten
came
pretty
up in the
good, right?
world. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know anything about my pizza anymore. Our Pizza Hut closed, which wasn't.
We don't have many.
Yes.
Just real quick, so shout out to all them guys. Anybody that can, if you'll run over to elstbrewing.com or elstbrewingco.com, I believe is what it is. Give them a like, give them a thumbs up, follow them on Facebook. This is what he sent me back with.
Oh, hang on one second. I'm trying to
There's the milk stout. There is the double IPA, and there's a vanilla milkshake that I haven't tried yet that we'll try on the show. So,
all right. Well, we'll have some beers to do.
I haven't had anything that's been bad yet, so I'm very excited about these.
I'm going to link their Facebook page in the comments. So
that'd be a great idea.
Yeah,
very great. So if you guys go over and give them a quick thumbs up and a like, maybe comment and say you saw them over here on Taste Buds, I'm sure they'd appreciate that. So and we appreciate you guys for doing that.
That sounds like some good craft beer. So,
It does.
Where are you headed next?
In the morning, we're going to get up and peel out of here and head to Charlotte. And then actually, we're not very sure after that. We've got to start looking at a map. And we're making a big circle. We're going to start in Charlotte, end in Charlotte, and then beeline our way back home. It's kind of a cluster. I don't know. Annie and I both are still scratching our head exactly how we're doing what we're doing. We got emailed a list of about 5 more stops they wanted to include in what we're already doing, and we're already not sure how we're going to get done what we have. But maybe it'll all work out. Maybe somebody knows what they're talking about, and this is all going to work.
So we may see you on the road again.
I'm almost certain. Yeah, I'm In my immediate future, I'm going to be all over the place. It sounds like we're going to be Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, North Carolina, Tennessee is going to be in our future quite a bit. Thank you, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna be hitting as many places as I possibly can around that area. So.
Yeah. Tell me if you find any good beer in North Carolina that's not in Nashville.
Yeah.
I have not found anything, and even the stuff out of Nashville, it's not my favorite.
That's Nitro.
It's supposed to be one of those.
Big beer city.
That's the Nitro one.
Not that impressed.
Oh, that's good.
That's the Nitro one.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is yet.
I was gonna say, what is that one?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Rye stout.
That's the rye stout.
Ooh,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Milk stout.
Okay.
Vanilla.
That's this one.
Yeah.
No, or this one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
next time you see
Yeah,
that, the pro strapped to his head.
Yes. I think that would be. We could like design some sort of headband,
Yeah.
like a.
Yeah. Just
Oops. Good. Well, it's so hard backwards. There you go. So,
awesome.
we've got a rye stout, and now I've got that vanilla milkshake.
Yum.
That's the Nitro one. That was the rye stout. Sorry, the first one was the chocolate stout. Or milk stout, sorry. I keep saying it wrong. And then a juicy IPA that, man, look how beautiful that is.
Oh yeah.
I do like.
That's as dark and thick as any porter.
That's an insane breadth of
Right.
beer. Like
Hey, Lyle, they don't even call this one hazy. I don't know why.
man, there's a lot of
Really
brewers
nice.
that do one thing
like a
really well,
specialization,
right? Or they have one beer that's
Don't
off the
I
charts.
think
and
I can show you this well enough
That's
on how
crazy.
beautiful those.
All of them look really good.
I
Yeah.
don't think I can show you that foam well enough, but man, it's there you go.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Just
Right.
a
Pretty.
gorgeous. To put that in perspective, here's the other one they set down at the same time. So
Oh yeah. All right. Man, you're making me feel so jealous, and I'm sitting here drinking really good whiskey.
that's my only goal in life is to make you feel jealous.
And
I think they're my girlfriend, but I got Andy, so what's that?
Oh, ridiculous. So, well, yeah, when you guys move through Charlotte, there's a big open air market down there. I believe
Yeah.
it's the brewery in.
I don't know exactly where we're staying the night, so we're gonna have 3 or 4 overnights down here, and I'm sure I'll try to find a place. I'd love to get by distillery too if I can.
Yeah.
Reality is I just don't know where I'm gonna be. So when I end up there, that's where I'll end up there.
It's
Oh,
like you're
hey, real quick, for all you local guys that know me personally, if you want to jump on Else Brewing and check out their menu, if you want me to bring anything back that they have canned, go ahead and give me an order, and we'll cash app it or something like that, and then I'll bring you guys back whatever you want.
he wants all of his payments in Dogecoin. Look at that smile. Yeah, maybe. He's not sure.
perhaps.
But
Yeah, that's great.
yeah. Well, I don't know. Let me see if I think I've got maybe another article here.
Well, you got to have. Colby sent me like 18 of them.
Yeah, but I'm going to ignore all
great.
of these articles. I'm going to ignore all of Rick's articles. And what I'm going to do is share Jared's article.
Okay.
Because
it's topical to what you were just talking about.
It is.
I think that's a good call, Lyle. North Carolina breweries elevating the beer scene.
Now, here's the thing. North Carolina, I have been... So, you've been to North Carolina, right?
I have not. No.
Okay. It's a beautiful state, and it's similar to Missouri in that it goes from the mountains. It's a smoky ridge.
Different terrains and
Yeah, and then by the time you drive 6 hours one way, it's like, we're on a beach.
yes.
The beer there is not very good the last time I was there. That's been several years.
Didn't you go for your honeymoon?
Yes.
Okay.
So a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Still couldn't find. Asheville. We did a brewery tour, and there's Wicked Weed, and there's some other ones.
Oh yeah.
They were fine,
Mhm.
but not compared
Nothing
to what we
blowing you out
have
of
in
the
Missouri, and certainly nothing compared to Oklahoma or Wisconsin or Michigan. All that said, I feel like there's so much potential there. So I'm excited to see this list, and maybe Chris can snag some or tell me if they're any good. So, elevating the beer scene in North Carolina. Boojum.
Just save your article so that I can find it again or link it to me, and then I'll try to find some of these beers if I can.
Yeah.
There's also a Waynesville, North Carolina.
Yeah. There's and then Waynesville, Missouri. Yeah.
Yep.
I want this one. I don't even know if it's good. I just want a beer from
a good name.
Something called Wooden Robot.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds great. Where's that?
That coffee vanilla blonde ale sounds really good too.
Maybe that's I think that might be the new. Oh, that's in Charlotte. Yeah. All right, you should check Wooden Robot out, Chris, and see if it's any good. I
like woodworking and robots. I wish they'd have spelled it robot.
Breweries on the Brew and Q Trail. All right.
Sounds like a good time.
That sounds like several. Pitt Street.
The one I was originally wanting to go to was called Crafty Bastard, just because I liked the way they named it. But again, I didn't want to sit outside.
I'm a fan of this Lazy Hiker name.
Yeah.
Lazy Hiker.
I mean, that's me in a
That's pretty much me.
Is this Beer Garden? No, the Beer Garden is.
Listen, no, the Beer Garden's in Raleigh.
Look at that. That's gorgeous.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool.
Oh, they've got a sister venue in Charlotte. So you might have a damn good time in Charlotte. Are you guys going through Winston-Salem at all?
Lyle, I have no idea where any of that is, so I don't know.
If you go through Winston-Salem, let me know.
Andy's looking.
Okay.
By the way, hey, I just tried the vanilla milkshake. Now, the chocolate one's better. The chocolate one is better. I'll tell you, I rave over this chocolate over and over again. But this vanilla is freaking delicious. If you don't like chocolate, you need to be sipping on this vanilla one. It's pretty damn good.
Okay. All right. I'll try vanilla. Maybe I'll switch my whole worldview.
Just give it a shot.
Well, here's the weird thing. So I would never have ordered it. Or I would have ordered it at the tap, but I never would have picked up a can of it like in the store because it was a vanilla milkshake. I've been like, boring. This is better than any vanilla milkshake I've ever ordered at a store. So it's good. It's worth it. I'm glad he brought it over here.
So are your thoughts similar to vanilla milkshakes as they are to cheese pizza?
Pretty much. Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
If you order cheese pizza and you don't have a problem, then stop it.
Isn't Jason Alexander? Isn't he
it's
the
George.
Seinfeld guy?
That's
Right?
the Seinfeld show.
All right. That's surely a different one, but
Let's hope. Well, actually, that's not hope. Hell, I love Jason Alexander. He's awesome.
He's funny.
So,
Durham, Beer, and Mother Earth. Okay. I might have been to this one. There's a possibility I've been here. I'd have to run through and check.
Oh,
that's
okay.
pretty too.
All right. Well, so there's some North Carolina breweries to check out.
Okay. So, what are they saying why are they changing the trajectory of breweries in North Carolina?
Here's the thing. That's from visitnorthcarolina.com or visitnc.com.
Okay. They paid to be on that website.
Yeah.
So the reason I say that is because, again, I'm sitting there drinking something like we've been drinking here tonight that isn't listed. Well, granted, I guess I'm not in North Carolina, I'm in Tennessee.
Yeah, you're Tennessee.
But still, I'm just like, this is the kind of stuff that people need to be coming and visiting. Here's the brewery that this place puts me in the mindset of, and I know you'll get it because I talk to you about it a lot. Martin House Brewing in Fort Worth, Texas. So there were the dill pickle place. Yeah.
Dill pickle beer. Yeah. Yeah.
So they were a super interesting brewery because they had so many, not that odd things is necessarily good all the time, but they did odd things really well. Hi, Lyle and Morgan. They did odd things really, really well.
We're still here.
Thank you.
Oh, well, your screen's black on. it's just a taste bud in them. So they did odd things really, really well. So like their dill pickle beer, they're spicy, they're extra spicy, they're extra sour, and then all these other things they did. And they just did a very excellent job of going out there and creating a new feel for the beer that they had. Now, they had traditional ones like everybody does, but the things that they did went above and beyond. And that's kind of how I feel about this place I'm sitting at right now. I kind of lucked into this. Again, I didn't seek them out or nothing. This was the place that was open on Monday night. And it was a place that would let us inside and not have us outside sitting on a porch. So I'm tickled to death it worked out this way because obviously we're enjoying the heck out of the beer here. Now, I don't know if Lyle and Morgan's actually gone and how long I've got to keep talking. Okay, good. But you got a black screen on my.
I'm working on it.
Yep.
Okay.
It
All
says
right. Well,
the camera came unplugged, so we're trying to figure that out.
then Andy and I'll sit there and we'll entertain
Drink
you.
beer. Yes.
Yeah, you watch us
Hi,
drink
Andy.
beer and just sit there. Well, everybody loves Andy. That's what we've always determined at
Andy's
work.
pretty cool.
Anytime we've got a problem with any place we've got to go into, we send Andy because nobody dislikes Andy except that one guy we had to fire. But I mean, that's why we fired him because he didn't like Andy. He's like, I don't like Andy. I'm like, well, you're fucking fired, dude.
That seems like the right move.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the credentials when you work here is you like Andy or you're out. So at least that's the way I feel about it. Oh, all right. What am I? This was the chocolate stout. Okay, I have ignored comments. I guess it'll be a good time to go through comments right now. Whoa, I missed a lot. Tell Andy I said hello. I did. Patrick, we do all love Duke Bourbon. It's everybody that's had it loves it. It's very, very good. Duke Bourbon is definitely my favorite thing about you. Anyways, hey,
You
Harry's
just
back.
the entire last 5
You're a
seconds.
big fan of 10. Jared, I don't know I missed what you was talking about. Big fan of 10 year. Obviously, there's probably a whiskey we was talking about or something. You'll have to follow up on it.
That's the beaver that we were. He's the one of the band members of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah. Yeah.
Jared says he went to Dry Ground about 4 nights in a row. Haven't been there, but I guess we'll have to try that out. Hey man, we got somebody new on here. Sorry we missed you earlier. We have been chatting a little bit, but I don't know how to say that name. But if you will put a pronunciation in the chat, I will do my best. But hey man, glad to have you with us. Thank you. Chocolate vodka. No, Patrick, we have not tried the chocolate vodka yet. Have not been there. Yes, Alvy, we recognize you and love that you're here as well. Malts over milkshake, as everybody knows.
These are facts.
Cuteri Marquero.
That was pretty. I feel like that was pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I would have done.
Perigari Cuteri Marquero. I don't know. Somebody else. You tell me how I did.
Not well.
Patrick, speaking of chocolate,
Lyle did put the links for Elst Beer down here, guys. Please click on that. Please check them out. For those of you guys local to me, please submit an order and I'll pay for it and catch you guys when I get back home. Hi, Vanessa Kitty. How are you? Oscar Blues Brewery in New. Jared, I'm not that big a fan of Oscar Blues. Now, I haven't had everything they've ever had, but I've had 2 or 3 of them, and they're okay. They're not my favorite.
What you say about
So-
chocolate vodka?
all right. It wasn't chocolate vodka, but we tried a chocolate mint wine. They couldn't call it a wine, but
Was it like
wine.
It's a liquor.
I would call it a liqueur.
okay, all right.
And it
It
was
was 35. 30.
So where was that from?
do you remember the name?
We was at Three Moon
Well, we were at Three Moon.
Winery, which was a tasting. I can't remember right off the top of my. Oh, Sugarland. Sorry, I do remember. It was Sugarland.
Sugarland's, they were doing moonshine from Sugarland's.
Okay, all right.
And they had this bottle of
Oh.
chocolate mint wine
Now-
that I think would have been perfect in a hot chocolate.
Mm.
Let me
All right.
say real quick. Lyle, as you and I always talk about when it comes to moonshine, it needs to be hot. It needs to be big. It can't be 30% moonshine.
Yeah.
And that's what this was. That being said, similar to Phantom 5, they did a really good job with the flavor.
Yeah.
It was drinkable, especially their sipping cream and stuff like that. They did a good job, and I would like to try more of their stuff. But it's going to be one of those things where we're going to have to find a niche for it because it's not. Yeah, well, it's not get you drunk kind of stuff.
We have some Myrtles out of Neosho that I think we have their apple pie and the limited shine.
Oh, yeah.
That sits about 30%, which is like.
Yep.
We still struggle with the whole thing of this is
what
moonshine.
Do you do with it? Yeah.
I want a bigger proof.
I hate the idea that it's marketed as moonshine. But
when it's a flavor.
I hate the idea of the marketing, but I don't hate the product. And that's where the disconnect comes from me. Because
hard,
because that stuff from Myrtles, especially like in the summer, I guarantee as it heats up, I'm going to throw that over the rocks and I'm going to have a damn good tasty drink.
Tastes good, yeah.
It's going to be great.
So, interestingly enough, when I asked them why they didn't carry the actual moonshine version of, which they do have an actual moonshine from Sugarland, but they didn't have it there as a tasting at the winery, which is what I wanted. It was 100 proof moonshine, which is not stupidly high, but that's respectable enough.
Yeah, yeah.
And she said, well, they do. They only carry it once a year towards the end of fruit season. That's when everybody wants it. Up until then, nobody wants it. Why? Because, of course, everybody's making their own. They're taking the moonshine out there. They're dropping their own fruit into it. They're aging. They're making their own apple pie out of it. I get that. I'm kind of like, I don't know. You should keep a bottle around anyways, because guys like me walking in there, putting their nose up every time something's 30% when I really want something to go be really hot and see where it's
part of the story behind moonshine is
what do when you take a sip?
LV, I do not know what you're talking about.
I think he's talking about you.
Morgan's the only lady in here. I'm not the lady.
I'm not salty.
Salty lady.
I'm not salty.
Salty lady. Anyways, or that may be the name of one of the beers up here, actually. I haven't looked at all. I didn't wear my glasses in here for some stupid reason. I can't actually see their sign because there's so many. They're tiny. Jared quit counting breweries after 30. That's a lot of freaking breweries.
That is.
We talked about how many Oklahoma City had 29 and 5 more coming at the end of this year. And that's a lot of breweries.
New one coming in Springfield.
We do.
Wire Road Brewing is coming to Springfield. They're breaking in Battlefield, Missouri, just outside of Springfield.
Okay.
They're breaking ground tomorrow. So
look what Andy just went and picked up, Lyle.
Yeah.
Now read that real close.
Vanilla milkshake. Why? Why would you? It's beer, so I think that's probably good. Yes.
What was this last one here? That was Citrus Session. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him for even picking up an IPA. That's really showing some
improvement.
Improvement on Andy's part. Hey, by the way, the nitro still haven't drank out of it. Look at that head.
That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
All this time, I'm not even to it yet.
I don't generally like the flavors, or not flavors. I love the flavors on the nitro. I don't like the texture.
Oh, I love the texture.
See, it's one or the other. But
I'm not a fan of the word mouthfeel, but
mouthfeel.
It's the mouthfeel.
Moist mouthfeel. Oh man.
Moist mouthfeel. Huh?
Ridiculous. Well, man, I don't know if I have a whole lot left. I do have this one little thing that I want to show you real quick.
Please.
We went through, I believe Jared brought up the Kavalan Scotch from India.
Oh, hold on a second, real quick. Martin House Sour Beer, the Salty Lady. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Alvy, yes. Everything from Martin House, just yes. Thank you for clarifying.
So these need to be on our list. I had a peated whiskey from India.
Is that a new market? Indian whiskeys?
I think it's just. I think people are discovering that they can
really cool.
market they can do their own shit there and have a unique flavor profile and then market it out.
Right.
I had an Indian peated whiskey that it rivaled Lafroig. It was
So what are the
so
flavors like? What is it?
Really? I'm going to say I've never really had a peated whiskey that has blown my mind yet. We've had a few of them now.
Yeah.
Which I know that one, the Rimfire is not necessarily peated. It was like a mesquite.
Yeah.
But it was along that same line. It was okay.
Roy.
Yeah.
And then the one that Jared gave us sitting back on the shelf right now, again, okay.
Yeah.
Broke. I don't know. I'm not finding the peated whiskeys that's made locally to be especially.
Well, this one was from.
They lose their smoothness. They get harsh in a different kind of way because they're Americanized, I guess. And I don't know. I would try them. I'd try any of them. I want to love them. I just.
This was an Indian whiskey that that I had. It was a couple of years ago. But they're saying we should check out Rampur, I believe. So,
I mean, I'm in. I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Jared just sent me a link to the French's mustard beer.
Oh.
Is it available again? If it is, order it now.
So. It says here. Let's just go through this process together. So we've tried to get this.
I've already tried to order it twice in the previous times it was released. I've never been able to get it. It was sold out before I could get my credit card clicked.
It seems like it's there.
So if it's in again, we need it because we still have our hot dog beer. We're looking for a mustard. We need a tomato beer. We need some kind of bread beer. I don't think we're going to have an onion beer, but if we do, somebody knows the one, we're going to have some hot dogs.
$20 for a 6-pack and it's sold out.
Dude, I'll pay it in a heartbeat if we can get that there. I'll pay it in a heartbeat if we can get it.
Have we found any reviews on that?
I don't even
care. We're going to make a hot dog. By the time we pour the mustard, the ketchup, the hot dog beer, some kind of bread, and a pickle beer in there for a relish, we're going to have a hot dog.
Just a full hot dog.
Full-blown freaking hot dog.
All right, Rampur is something that we need to try. Indian whiskeys are a big thing right now. We're going to wait for you.
Chocolate for the first one. Where you try before I knock it out. Hazy. Go East Coast, heavy malt.
Chris, I have no idea what's going on there, but you are very loud. And we're working through our Indian whiskeys.
You know what? I turned my computer so you can see the L sign, but that also put me towards their speakers. So
I got you.
That would make sense.
All good, bud. I think we're about wrapping up anyway. Got anything else you want to say before we chuck out of this thing?
Do what?
You got anything else you want to say before we truck out of here?
Man, I just took a sip of their IPA, that hazy one that I was just showing you, and my God, it's still, even Andy liked it. He's kind of on IPAs.
Yeah.
So go ahead and try the.
All right. You have anything else to say? Welcome, by the way. How was your first one?
It was a great first experience.
Good.
Couldn't ask for better, really.
Yeah. We may have to introduce a social Morgan quotient more often.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank Andy for appearing here because whether he wanted to or not, I'm like, dude, I have to go to the thing. Yeah.
Andy.
Andy's a good dude.
Yeah.
We'll let everybody grab it. Man, thanks Else Brewing Company for letting me come in here and just make noise and sit here and sponge their internet and the beer they're sending back with us. Appreciate the heck out of that. So again, guys, if you'll run over to their Facebook and their website, give them a thumbs up. Tell them you see them on those Taste Bud guys. We'd appreciate that because it helps us.
And Andy, if you could just ensure that those beers make it home.
Yeah, don't
make it home. I want you guys to try it. I'm impressed enough with this that I really think There's a handful of you guys that I have in mind that need to try this beer. I think you guys are going to like it as much as I do.
All right.
So yeah, thanks to Else Brewing Company. I'm tickled to death that I got to land here tonight. And thanks to Charlie for being an awesome bartender for us tonight.
Cool.
What else? I think that's about it on my end. Obviously, we'd appreciate if you guys follow us on all of our stuff. We're up to I don't know what are we at 600 and actually
620 the last time I checked.
Well, that's awesome.
That's way over the. I know we got a new sub while we was sitting there on the phone. So hey, we are at. Come on, 621 subs as of right now.
I'd like to say that's probably mine.
I know a few of you guys have been Patreon subs. Really appreciate that as well. I know Lyle's been really, really bad on getting everything mailed out to you, Lyle, and he's going to do that this week.
It's not just me.
It is right now, bud. It's just you right now. So. Anyhow, thank you for calling us. Your stuff will get out there. We are trying to sit down and get it. We have it. We just got to get it done. We apologize for being slow. We just really are. And again, if you follow us on Patreon, we appreciate that as well.
Yes, Patreon's where we're gonna take all the money and let our Patreon members choose the bottle.
That's
whether
cool.
we save it for this stupidly expensive bottle or just buy something that they want us to try.
Great idea.
So that's where you get to choose. All right. Other than that, until next time, whether it be the beer you're drinking.
Oh, whether it be the brewery you're visiting.
Whether it's the hop tea you're trying.
Or the food you're eating, people you're meeting. I think I've messed up my line again because I always mess up my line.
The clothes you're wearing at some point.
What's that?
It used to be the clothes you're wearing at some point.
I don't took my line, Lyle. I do the beer thing except I change it up. You just screwed everything up.
Why did you take my line?
You already sent people to your meeting.
The last one.
Oh, grab a buddy and try something new.
Woo! All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Chris may or may not be in town. If he's not, I assume he'll be at another cool place. So thanks for joining.
Planning on it as of now. We'll see.
All right. See you guys. Have a good one.